Hey, what's up guys? John here. U-Haul truck. Where's the license plate? Arizona. Why? Because people are looking to relocate all across America to buy affordable places to live.
Population growth in Central Ohio says it will not slow down anytime soon.
They expect the region to grow to 3.15 million people by 2050.
In fact, in this video, I'm going to show you a house that I just bought in this neighborhood for $45,000. It's set to close this week. Listen to the quiet. Listen to how beautiful and peaceful this neighborhood is. This house right here just sold $120,000. It's the same exact floor plan as the one that I just bought for $45K. Now, granted, the one I bought, it might need 10 to 15K in interior and exterior work, but the gross rents on this property are going to be $1,450 every single month. Now, insurance, it's about $45 a month. Taxes, about $140 a month. So, it's cheap. Like it's very, very, very low cost. And when they're low square footage, around 1,000 square feet, they're cheaper to heat, to cool. It's just a much easier property to manage. I moved to Ohio. I moved my family out here about 5 weeks ago, about 6 weeks ago now. We've closed on 3 transactions so far. We have 2 more in the pipeline. My goal was to own enough property out here to where I would go from basically zero income in Ohio, zero because I literally just moved here, to north of $10,000 a month in free net cash flow. Either we have the deals that are already spitting out the cash or they're under construction. Well, with the 3 deals that I've already completed, it will take me north of $5,000 a month. These other 2 deals will take me closer to $8,500 a month, and we're making offers on other properties. So I think we're going to be right on target, and I think that what we're taking right now, this major opportunity with the winner, is it's going to be the best situation. Because you think about it from the perspective of an investor. When is the best time to invest? The best time to invest is when people, they're scared. They don't know what to do, and there's less available buyers and there's more motivated sellers. Well, when you're buying in a cold environment like we're here, right, where you can't do any roof work, you can't do any exterior work, investors are looking at this and saying, I'm not going to buy right now.
Look, lady, whatever you're selling, I ain't buying, yo.
The holidays are here. I'm going to enjoy my family. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And they're not really motivated. But the people that own homes that want to sell them, they're more motivated than ever because they're chasing a smaller, finite pool of buyers. So this property, it was listed for $68,000, $68,000, and it was on the market for like 2-3 days. I came in, locked it up for $45,000, $45,000. I mean, it's like the price of like a car. Like, look at this house, for example. Imagine what it would cost to build that property. Let's say it's I don't know, 1,000 square feet. A lot of these homes are, right? A lot of these homes are 1,000 square feet. If it's $150 a foot, that's $150,000 just to build the house. If the land's 50 or 40, right? Plus you carry it for a year while you're building it, you're all in for $200,000. You can buy these homes for 25% of the cost to build it today, right? When you have retirees that are living on fixed incomes, looking for an affordable place to live, you have everybody in America nowadays looking for an affordable place to live. What is this going to do to property values? Now, I'm not speculating, saying that the reason I'm buying is because I think values are going to go up. I do believe that rents are going to continue at this same price point or higher in the coming couple years. Because where else can you go in America where you could rent a home, not an apartment, not a studio or 1 bedroom, an actual home for $1,400? Nowhere. So it's a major pivot, I believe, to affordability in America. And my goal is to acquire a lot of great deals. I'm a very, very, very picky buyer. Everything that I'm looking to buy has to hit certain parameters. And if it does, then I won't buy it. I've probably written, for every one that gets accepted, I've probably written 15, 17 offers. Like, I'm looking to basically get prices that I think, wow, I just crushed it. Not like, oh, okay, that was an okay deal. Like, I feel like I need to double my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
On each deal. Like this one for $45K that I'm going to show you. I think when it's all said and done, it's as nice as that one that just sold for $120, So you think about that. Bought it for 45K, put 15,000 in, I'm all in 60, it's worth 120, ballpark, that's a double on my cash. But where things get really interesting is that what I'll do, there won't be any mortgage on the property. I could go to the bank and say, hi, Mr. Bank, I own this property and I don't have any debt on it.
This is my own private domicile and I will not be harassed.
They're gonna send out their appraiser. They're gonna say, look, John, we think it's worth 120. We're willing to give you a loan for 85K. Like, okay, I'll take the loan for 85K, right? Maybe the monthly payment's $600 with insurance and taxes, maybe 800. So I'll free cash flow $500, $600, $700 a month with no money in. In fact, they'd strike me a check to issue the refi, because if they're going to lend me, if they're going to write it for 80 or 85 grand, I have 60 in, they're giving me 20 grand to accept $500 a month forever, right? And that, I think, is, those rents are just going to continue to go up. So I'm removing all my risk immediately from the equation and then just cash flowing. Like, look at this. How is this house 60 grand, 80 grand, 100 grand, 120 grand? It doesn't make any logical sense to me. Look at these streets. This is a quaint, nice neighborhood that I think America, it's funny the U-Haul truck is there. America is starting to wake up to, hey, look, there still is affordable opportunities here in America. There still are great properties, great neighborhoods, and hope for the future here in America, right? Because most people are thinking, oh, it's $600,000, $700,000 where I live. Look, that might be where you live, but a lot of other places in America are affordable, and investors are waking up to that. And as inflation gets worse, these investors are going to be stepping in, acquiring as much property as possible. Because I always go back to the analogy. Here's the house here, that cream color house. I always go back to the analogy, like when with Facebook and Facebook ads. Facebook ads used to be cheap before people started using them. Once Facebook had its grip on commerce, they could increase prices because they essentially had a monopoly, right? And the same thing is going to happen with housing, with these corporations. As they continue to grow and grow and grow in market share, they're going to jack up rents, right? I mean, MetLife Insurance said the same thing. They said in the next 5 years that 40% of all homes in America will be owned by institutions. That's the house. $45,000. Look at that. That is a nice house. And the house right up the street here, it's a 3-bed. It's a little bit bigger. Just sold for 140. I think it was 141 or 143. 100 grand more. A little bit bigger. Maybe by 300 feet, 400 feet. It's a 3-bedroom. So, but for $100,000 more than what I'm paying, I don't know. I think I just crushed it. But imagine the 60K swing, and you can just continue to do that every single week. In the course of a year or two, the rents are just going to continue to likely increase by 3 to 5%, maybe more. And the equity you're building long term is going to be astronomical. And if there can be a way to acquire these small mom and pops, these landlords, then I mean, look at this Maserati, right? Then you can just imagine the opportunity that's going to be presented inside of the Ohio real estate market. So yeah, I mean, it's just going to be a major opportunity. That's why I relocated my entire family. I brought everybody here, my 2 sons, my wife, and I'm like, you know what, we're going to stay here and we're going to focus on the #1 objective, and that is growing wealth and making smart long-term decisions that we will not regret in the coming 5 and 10 years. I think right now a lot of people are thinking, oh, look, I'm just going to stay in, you know, my headspace and say, you know what, the world's going to go back to normal. Everything is going to be good. The world's never going back to normal. Things are just going to continue to get harder, and the wealth is going to continue to consolidate from here all the way up here. And that's just going to be the inevitable trend that's going to happen over the coming many years, because that's what benefits the banks, it benefits the institutions, the CEOs, the executives, all the decision makers. Inflation benefits them. Their assets just continue to grow up in value, whereas everyone else kind of gets stuck holding the bag. And then they begin, you know, this erosion of living standards. So if you are someone that has really ambitious goals, you know, investing in the right assets now will set yourself up and your family up forever. Like, you only need, think about this. If you could buy, let's say for example, you have 500K in cash. Let's say you have 500K in cash, and you had two options. You could buy the average price home in America for 450 to 500K and then pay tax and insurance on it. Or you could buy 5 homes for 100K each, obviously in cash, no mortgage, and they all run for 1,500 bucks. Maybe you have tax and insurance. Maybe you're making $1,000 to 1,200 bucks. Maybe you're making $6,000 a month in net income on that. Well, if you are someone that is, let's say, making or spending $7, $8, $9 a month or $6,000 a month, you know, that almost covers all of your expenses. And then the big question is, how much are those 100K homes worth when institutions start acquiring everything in the coming couple years? They're gonna be worth a hell of a lot more than 100K, 200K, 125K, 250K, right? They're gonna continue to go up in value. So you get this inflation hedge, you get the free cash flow, and you are building security. And that's what I think is most important, finding really nice, safe, quaint neighborhoods, investing. I mean, I'm going Section 8, guaranteed rents by the federal government, and buying at a time where there's less competition, which is gonna be the winner, making the sacrifices to get ahead. And it'll be I'm really looking forward to the next 2 to 3 months to acquiring as many great deals as possible, and sharing the journey here on my YouTube channel and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. So let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think about that deal? I mean, this one right here, this is the one that just sold for 143, I think, a couple months ago. I think my house, one that I just bought 45K, aesthetically looks better from the street compared to this. I mean, you tell me. It's that house. It's literally just 2 doors down. Which one do you think is better? That house right there for 143K, or that one right there? I'm gonna paint that white, probably go like a light blue door, black trim, maybe, and just clean it up. I think this is gonna look better than that, and it's $100,000 less. So much opportunity out here. It's unbelievable. Let's have a conversation below, and if you'd like to fix your credit, we'd love to help you at my company, greatcreditfast.com. That's greatcreditfast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative or derogatory items in your credit report, go to greatcreditfast.com, click the link in the description just below this video, schedule a free call tomorrow. Catch you next video.